Hello everyone, and thanks for your support. This year, the Dewey Hall Board of Directors has decided to honor our fellow board member, Priscilla Cote, who has stuck with the Hall through thick and thin for decades. The longest serving board member, Priscilla is also the last remaining link to the past generations that kept Dewey Hall going through many ups and downs. I was reminded of those generations when I was digitizing the photos that Priscilla is about to show us. I saw the bagpipers performing at Dewey Hall's 100th anniversary celebration. I saw a young Neil Chamberlain in a funny hat at a pancake breakfast. I saw the fundraising for our new roof in 1988 and the construction of that roof with the community pitching in. Through it all, Priscilla was there, encouraging and guiding everyone. As a board member, I have long appreciated and been grateful to Priscilla for her good sense, her skill in getting people to work together, and above all, her unflagging enthusiasm for Dewey Hall. Without her shielding the flame that kept Dewey Hall alive, it might not still be here serving the community. In these dark times, her dedication is a beacon to us all. Priscilla, thank you.
I'm very humbled, very proud, and probably a little emotional to accept this award for the fact that this has always been near and dear to my heart, and keeping this going was sort of the incentive, is how I got involved in it, and how I feel is very, very important. And I hope that certainly can continue with the wonderful board that we have today. Dewey Hall and the Sheffield Friendly Union, had many members. And originally, when it was built, it was in honor of Reverend Orville Dewey, who was a theologian and a professor at Williams College. There's a wonderful book that tells a little bit about his history. But he lived here in Sheffield, and he thought that there was reasons why education, sociability was very important for the community. And he decided to gather people together for various types of discussions, poetry, readings, books, and they used to meet over the Sheffield Variety Store on that upper floor, and that's where it started. They would gather anywhere upwards of 200 some odd people. Even in snowstorms, people came in sleighs. What I have here is an album that has been put together by many of the past members, some of them that are no longer with us, but I would like to share some of those with you. And one of the most awful one is a picture of me standing in front of Dewey Hall that I don't even recognize because it looks like me in high school. One was my first connections was the 100th anniversary of Dewey Memorial Hall, which was a very big production. We had bagpipers, and we had singers, and we had cloggers, and we had food, and it was a really huge celebration. People took a great pride in Dewey Hall, and every spring we would have a cleanup day. We'd weed and clean, and these are some wonderful pictures of folks planting flowers, cleaning up the winter debris, and making Dewey Hall look beautiful. We had jesters and magicians, which we have followed through with some of the entertainment that we're doing now. There was a need to replace the roof. There was an original old slate roof, and the slate was falling off, and it was creating the possibility of leaks. So the community banded together, and we had a big fundraiser and raised $30,000 to put a new roof. And originally, the only way to leave the building as an escape was to climb through the back window. And there was a set of stairs that went up to the window, and then you'd have to open the window and climb out the back window. That didn't exactly meet standards, so we had to put the handicap access in. With a door, they had to cut through the stone wall and put in the door. So that, again, was another huge project for the organization. This was very lovely pictures of the Stockbridge Ensemble that came They wore white tops and white slacks or white skirts and put on a wonderful presentation of chamber music, which everybody really, really enjoyed. And there was always refreshments. And again, there's some wonderful pictures of our pancake breakfast and some of our different dinners that we did. I have to say my daughter would be embarrassed if I acknowledged that that was she in this picture. She would not be a happy camper. And she always kind of held me to the fact that I roped her into always volunteering and having to work at the pancake breakfast. There's a wonderful picture of Neil Chamberlain here. When we did one of our first pancake breakfasts, his family brought him to the pancake breakfast, but also had made him a wonderful hat that he had to wear. And he was a little embarrassed, but he thought it was terrific, and his kids were, of course, thrilled because they had made this hat for Dad for Father's Day. You know, this hall is a beautiful place. It lends itself to wonderful things, which we hope that it will continue with the wonderful work that our board is doing now, and keep the lights on, as Ken would say, and keep the Dewey Hall going. So. Amen.